Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. In today's episode, we're going to look at what's in this carrier bag from Walt Disney World, Florida. And we'll also have a quick look at the Marvel Legends Infinity Gauntlet from Avengers Endgame as well. Stay tuned.
Everybody comes home.
Welcome back to the channel, and we have a bag of Marvel related goodies to look at that we bought from Walt Disney World last year, which I've been meaning to do a review on, but I couldn't actually find the bag. So it took a bit of a while for me to actually find it and dig it out. But in the meantime, let's just have a quick look at this Marvel Legends Infinity Stones Gauntlet, which is from Avengers Endgame. And this is based on the one that the Hulk wears to snap the people back into existence. Now, this was bought a couple of years back as a gift for my son, as a Christmas gift. I think it retailed for around about £140, which obviously is quite expensive. But I got it cheap, and I believe I got it from Zavvi for about half price. So I got it for about 70 quid, which I thought was an absolute bargain. Now, the detail on it is very, very good. Excuse a little bit of dust on there because it has been gathering dust on his shelf. He uses it as a nice display piece. But, yeah, so you've got all the Infinity Stones all in place here. That they're not movable. They are, stuck in place. And then, obviously, you've got the detailing around there. And, I've just triggered the Infinity Stones. I will show those lit up in a second, if you didn't see them already in the introduction to the video. So yeah, nice little rubber pieces there, and obviously if you can go inside, you can probably see there's kind of ring elements that move each of the fingers. Yeah, it's making an awful lot of noise at the moment. So those are some of the functions of it. So yeah, so obviously because it's right-handed, you would put your right hand in, and then there's a little kind of section for each of your fingers to put in for you then to move the fingers on the actual gauntlet. So as you can see, each Infinity Stone is lit up, and as you kind of heard then, each kind of finger makes a particular noise when you put it in. I'm just going to swap it round just so I can get it on my right hand, just because it's easier to use, and then give you a demonstration of the different sounds. So I've got my right hand in there, and it's got hold of each section that controls each finger, and obviously you move each finger around, and then you can do that, which is obviously using the power of the Infinity Stones if you keep it as a fist. Now, I don't think there's a particular mechanism that then triggers a snap, so it is a little bit limited in what it can do, but I do know that Hasbro brought out another 2 versions of this, which were effectively the gauntlet that Thanos wears, which is the one that was crafted in gold, and also then you've got the slimmer version that Iron Man then uses at the end of the Endgame, at the end of that movie. So as a nice display piece, it's really, really good. And I think for £70, I thought it was a nice little bargain. And my son loves it. It goes on his shelf. But there you go. There's the Infinity Gauntlet. So anyway, onwards to what's in the mystery bag. So, keeping up the Marvel theme, this is something that we bought on our holiday to Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida last year, and we got another reduced priced bargain. Like I said, it is Marvel themed. We bought it from the Epcot theme park, which houses a brilliant ride based on the Guardians of the Galaxy movies from the MCU. So, and obviously, like most kind of like rides in theme parks, once you get off the ride and you've had that great experience, you walk to the exit and you immediately have to walk through the gift shop to get back outside into the theme park. It's a very clever way of making sure you stop and have a look at what they've got. And, you know, most people probably end up buying something, even if it's just a little fridge magnet. But this is something that is linked to the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I will reveal it right now. And here we have it. It is, yes, it's a cardboard box. But no, it's meant to be a container. Obviously, it's made out of cardboard, but as you can see from there, it might give you a little bit of a clue what it is. Just give you a bit of a brief look at everything all the way around. But you can see, as it states on there, it is the orb that contains the Power Stone, as it says on the top there. And quite rightly for a Infinity Stone, it gives you a warning down there that it's a choking hazard. Small parts, not for children under 3 years. So that's a little view of the packaging. And obviously on the bottom, you get the usual kind of like safety bump. You've got the Marvel copyright. Obviously Disney Parks. Now, it does state there $49.99. Now, you will be surprised to know that that was actually half price. They had a 50% off promotion when we went last year for merchandise in the Guardians of the Galaxy shop. And yeah, it should have been $99.99. So I think that's why we picked it up, because I don't think $99.99 it would have been probably worth the money. But the price for $50 and plus when you book with Disney directly, they usually give you a kind of like gift cards to use on merchandise. So effectively, it didn't really cost us anything. So we'll just lift some details out. So there you have the Power Stone itself, which is there, which you can take out because you need to take that out because that does fit in the orb. So there's a quick look at the Power Stone there. So a little bit similar to the Power Stone there. Okay. Well, obviously different because these are made by Disney. They're not made by Hasbro. So I'll just put that to one side. And then, as you can see in there, you have the orb itself. It does come with a display stand, which we'll get out as well. We did have this out, actually, I think when we went for something to eat during that day in Epcot when we bought it. We did kind of like just get it out, make sure it was working, because obviously you're travelling a distance, you're on holiday, you don't want to then get all the way back home to Britain and then find that the thing doesn't work. So, yeah. So that's like the stand in which you can put the orb on. And it's spring-loaded, so it kind of like holds it in place. So that's a little piece there. And then you've got the orb itself, which I will say is quite weighty. It is. It's made out of metal. It's not plastic, which is absolutely, I think, really, really good, because you could easily just make this out of plastic, I think. But the fact that they've actually made it out of metal means it does actually look quite durable. So this is the orb that obviously Peter Quill, Star-Lord, steals at the beginning of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Now you're wondering, how do you get the stone in? Well, simple. It's magnetically sealed like that. So you can open it up, and obviously it then seals. So there are magnets along the sides that allows you to kind of like put it in place, and then obviously if you're shaking it around, it doesn't then break apart. So separate it as such, and there you go. There you've got the inside of the orb. And this is obviously where you put the stone. So you fix the stone in here. And then I think something should happen. If I remember rightly. I hope the batteries haven't gone after all this time. I'll just see where the natural section is for closing it. So you've got the orb in there, and it was making some noises when we got it. Oh. As far as I can remember, there's no like little secret buttons or anything. I'm hoping the batteries have not kind of like that releases the Infinity Stone. Oh, disappointingly, because what it does, that lights up, and then it kind of like vibrates. Yeah, okay. Well, let me just have a look at that and see if I can get access to the battery pack. Well, stupidly, I found the reason. The thing was switched off. So, yeah, so you twist that, and then obviously that's how you can get to the battery compartment. And as you can see, there's the speaker. But, yeah, the reason why it's not working is because we switched it off. So we didn't have it draining the batteries. So hopefully it should work now. Oh, so I'll just put that back in place. So it's now switched on. So it should, let me just try and click this back into place. Oh no, I think there's a certain way of doing this. Yeah, and then you click that like that. So then that's back in. And then obviously if you want to get to the compartment again, you then slide it along. So you click it along like that. So let's put the Infinity Stone in. So, there you go. So it makes the sound, it makes that lightning things, which you can probably see a little bit more there if I make it a little bit darker by putting the two pieces close to each other like that. And then, I think, let's get it, oh. You can't probably feel it, but it is. You can probably hear it though. So it vibrates as you open and close it. Now, the really cool thing that you can do is one of the other things that they were selling, because they had their own style of gauntlets at the Guardians of the Galaxy gift shop, which obviously Disney made themselves. So they had a kind of like similar version to this, but they had the Iron Man version and the Thanos version. They obviously came with Infinity Stones. But they had a little briefcase that you could buy that obviously included the Infinity Stones. And we bought that because that was, I think, $50 as well. And if you change the Infinity Stones in the orb, obviously it then changes the colours and it makes different sounds. Now, unfortunately, I can't find where we've put that briefcase of the Infinity Stones. It's around somewhere, but yeah, I cannot find it for the life of me. But yeah, look, I just think that's a really good kind of like display piece. And yeah, that's kind of cool. I really do like that. But yeah, they had their own Tesseract as well. Obviously, if you cast your minds back to the beginning of the year, we had the Tesseract with the Loki figure. That was a Marvel Legends kind of like roleplay thing, which I will get just to put next to this. But yeah, so you can move that on the display. You can have it a little bit up. You can have it a little bit down like that. So you can have it however you want that to kind of like look as if it's hovering. So that's a display option, which I think is really, really nice. And it is a shame I can't find the Infinity Stones. I am so careless. Obviously, you know, Infinity Stones, they're very, very important. You shouldn't just leave them lying around. We don't work for the TVA. But there you go. I just thought that was a really good piece. We really, really kind of like loved it. They had Loki's staff. They had other kind of like things that you could buy as well that were all Infinity Stones related. But yeah, for $49, and I think we got a $200 gift card to use from booking directly with Disney. It kind of like effectively cost us nothing. So that was really, really cool. When I do find the briefcase, I will obviously revisit it and show you that. But I did find something else in the meantime of me having a bit of a route around, and I'll just show you that now. And here it is. It is the limited edition themed Guardians of the Galaxy popcorn bucket, which obviously you get your popcorn put in there. And then you can get not free refills, but your refills are cheaper once you've bought one of these. So you've got obviously Groot and Rocket on the side. And it looks like what the Skyliner, which is one of the transportation systems that you can use to hop from the parks in Walt Disney World. You've got obviously Star-Lord and Gamora on the end there. And then you've got Yondo. And I can't remember the name of the dog. Cosmo the dog, on there. And obviously that's where the doors are for the Skyliner that you board. And obviously that you get, and it kind of like takes you across. But yeah, there's the popcorn bucket that we bought. Obviously to keep our popcorn in, and then to get cheap popcorn whenever we needed a snack. So that's a nice little cool bit of Disney Parks memorabilia. So there you have it. There's some Marvel-themed Disney goodness, along with the Marvel Legends Tesseract, which we've already reviewed on the channel. And like I say, nice little piece. If you're there in the Disney parks, you know, if you ever go, then, you know, these kind of things, if they're of the same price, always a good little thing to get hold of and obviously take home, especially if you're a Marvel's fan or a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So there you go. We have looked at the Infinity Gauntlet, the Power Stone Orb, as well as looking at Popcorn Bucket, and then just comparing it to the Tesseract that Marvel produced as well. Well, thank you very much for watching, and if you did like the video, then please leave us a like. It really does help out the channel, and also share the video as much as possible to anybody who you think would be interested in our channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we upload any brand new videos, and if you're not yet subscribed, then please also hit that subscribe button. We've got loads of cool new reviews coming up, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, how do I snap reality back and get all those people back that I dusted?
What are you doing?
I'm distracting you, you big turd blossom.